first time we went to India, I was so excited. We were in a couple of rickshaws running through Delhi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Delhi. Okay, so we're in Delhi. And we went to the marketplace, and the rickshaws go boom, 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 boom. I said, you can't take a picture. I said, stop the rickshaw. We have to get out and take some pictures. Okay, they stopped the rickshaws. We got out to take the pictures. Jill takes a step, kaplum. She breaks her shoulder. When she had the operation, she got back to the States. She had the operation, and they had to put 11 screws in her shoulder in order to put it back in place. 11 screws. What she did to is the doctor also put a spring in there. And it's a spring that works like this. So every time someone says volunteer, Jill, just automatically. Well, we enjoy being able to share our good fortune with other people who simply haven't been quite so fortunate. And we enjoy seeing things happen in the community in which we live that really enhance the community, because if we can enhance the community in turn enhances our lives. So we like to be involved in the cultural activities of the community, because it would be boring for us if we were in a community that didn't have quality culture, and if we can do something without singing and dancing ourselves to enhance the quality of the community, then we would like to have the opportunity to do so.
If we don't do it, who will? And that's the one thing that distinguishes human beings from other animals, that we can take care of the whole community, of people in the community.
When you see Jill right now, and it's been 3 years, I think, it's Jill/JFCS, and she lives it. You know, this is her baby right now, and she's going to do everything possible to make it absolutely as successful as she can.
Herc is just a proponent of the University School of Dance. So much so, if they asked Herc to put on a tutu, he'd be the first to pull it up.
I sense that as his understanding about what it's done for him deepens, he is aware that our work as a not-for-profit service organization, we are more like the Red Cross or the Food Bank or Primavera in the way we are bringing art into the community.
It's not just organizations, it's the people that cross their path too. You know, it's individuals. They're just kind. They're so generous.
Who is this? Ken. What would you wish he could do with the J that we don't do now? Anything?
I love watching Jill's face when she connects with a young person. She is so present and makes such good eye contact. And the little ones and the big ones also greet her in the same kind of response, with joy and with pleasure and with awareness that she's really interested in them.
I don't know if I really chose to work with children. I just always knew that I would. And I don't know when that first occurred. So I just built my career knowing that I was going to work with kids, and knowing that I was probably going to work with kids who were acting out, kids who weren't buying into the system the way the schools and their parents wanted them to. I don't know where that came from, but that kind of jived with what Herc did as a psychiatrist, so it probably gave us something in common.
Jill really created in many ways, what exists today, the early childhood programs at the JCC. You know, Jill is a very unique person. She's a PhD. She's someone who came to this whole early childhood with a wealth of knowledge and ability, obviously.
Jill's connection with children is truly unique, and it was most evident when I would ask her if she knew, for example, Susie Schwartz, and she would say, "I'm not sure who that is." I said, "Well, that's Amanda's mother." "Oh, Amanda's mother, of course I know Amanda's mother."
I covered for Herc often when he was off on vacation or something like that. And once he was on vacation and he came back, and I said, Herc, how can you see so many severely ill children without getting depressed yourself? And he said, you know, every child deserves the care to be able to function at the highest level that he's able to. And it's interesting that with the appropriate kind of help, many of these children are going to go on to be fully functioning adults. He's a real mensch. He really likes people and he really respects them. And this goes double or triple for children.
My father was the assistant superintendent of the state hospital in Warren. My dad was a psychiatrist also. So anyhow, we lived for a while on the wards of the hospital. We had a little apartment that was on the actual ward, and we had to go through the treatment services, you know, to get to our home. So dealing with mentally ill people was something that I just took for granted. I didn't know they were mentally ill. I thought that was the norm. When I met normal people, I thought they were a little strange. So I was very comfortable from the time I was a toddler with people who were not quite fitting into the form that society perhaps wanted.
I feel very fortunate to have been part of the group that recruited Herc to Tucson to practice child psychiatry. We started out, of course, we were recruiting Herc to be part of the mental health community and part of the teaching program at the College of Medicine. But what we didn't know at that point was just how successful we had been in our recruitment effort, because we were doubly successful. We had brought both Herc and Jill to Tucson.
They are so aligned in their values and in their thoughts about the way the world could be better and how to connect with each other and how to connect with the world.
We are both so pleased that their contribution is being recognized because they're a very deserving couple.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we toast them all the time.